Netflix is doubling down on Asia with K-dramas and mobile-only deals, but China remains elusive. Hong Kong CNN Business. Netflix has amassed of some 200 million subscribers and cemented its status as the king of streaming video. Now it's looking to run up the score with a big push into Asia. It faces the growing region. The entertainment giant added 9.3 million paid subscribers in Asia Pacific last year, a 65% jump compared to the 2019. Revenue in the region soared almost 62% compared with 40% in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. That momentum has increased Netflix to direct more firepower to Asia. It's made plans to roughly double its budget for original content in the region each year. This year, in the hope of signing up even more news customers in India, South Korea, Japan, and elsewhere. For the time being, though, mainland China remains off limit. The company declined to specify how much it would spend. We are excited, massively excited, I would say, about the potential in Asia. Greg Peters, the company's chief operating officers and the chief product officers, told CNN Business. There's literally hundreds and hundreds of millions of people that we are still trying to find a great way to connect with and entertain. The content, the machine. Netflix moved into Asia Pacific 5 years ago by launching in Japan. At the time, the California based company was essentially a startup in the region, said Peters, adding that it had no local workers or even office space. Times have changed. 3 years ago, CEO Reed Hastings predicted that the next 10 million users would come from India alone, and the company has since seen big growth in viewing there. Netflix spent some $2 billion from 2018 to 2020 to either license or produce content in Asia, and has now amassed a library of more than 200 original Asian titles. It also employs about 600 staffers across the region and keeps its AC headquarters in Singapore. The winning formula lies in part on taking hit shows from the West and marketing or adapting them for other audiences. In 2019, it rolled out a special season of Core Eye, where the cast performed makeovers in Japan. In December, it announced the South Korean version of Money Heist, a Spanish crime drama that has won critical and audience acclaim. But the company has found the Asian audiences don't just want to watch adaptations of Western shows. When Min Young Kim joined the Netflix in 2016 as its first Asia-based content executive, the company knew that local content was going to be a really important factor for growing our business in Asia, she added. We just didn't have proof, added Kim, who is the vice president of content for Netflix in South Korea, Southeast Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Today, there's no longer the case. Just as Netflix's international shows have worked in different markets, the company has found that each Asian shows have a feel worldwide. Japan's Alice in Borderland in South Korea's Kingdom and the India matchmaking, which was shot between the India and the United States, have all been breakout successes around the globe. Two other factors have been driving Netflix growth in Asia. Last year, Korean dramas or K-dramas dominated each top 10 list in Southeast Asia. Regional viewership for Korean content qu- quadrupled last year compared to 2019. Regional viewership of Japanese anime meanwhile doubled year over year. Building an audience in Asia also means that Netflix has had to expand the number of the languages it supports. The business is now available in 35 languages including Hindi, Chinese, Vietnamese, and Malay. It's continuing to add more including subtitling and dubbing options. The company has also unveiled a cheaper mobile-only plan to cater to Asian audiences who watch a lot of TV on their phones, even at home. The offering started in India in 2019 and has since expanded to other countries such as Indonesia, Philippines, and Thailand. Amazon has picked up on the trend too, launching a mobile-only subscription for Prime Video in India last month. Peters said that Asian viewers have also helped the company develop the new technology it has since rolled out globally. So, someone trying to learn a foreign language, for example, might want to watch a show in slower motion. That lead Netflix to introduce the ability to toggle video playback speed, which is now available worldwide. The difficulties of going global. As competition continues to heat up, the need for new content has only gotten stronger. In recent years, Netflix has lost parts of its catalog to studios that have launched their own streaming services, including HBO Max, owned by CNN's parent, Warner Media. By stocking up on original content, the company can hedge against the risk of losing subscribers to competitors. In the letter to shareholders last month, the company acknowledged as much, saying it had been expecting more competition worldwide for years. This is in part where we have been moving so quickly to grow and further strengthen our original content libraries across the wide range of genres and nations, it wrote. That line of thinking that allows Netflix to build up an arsenal of new movies, series, and documentaries with more than 500 titles almost ready to launch. It even plans to release a new original film, which weeks in 2021. The company faces some significant challenges in international market, though. In India, for example, Disney has partnered with the local player Hotstar to offer live cricket matches. One of the things that Disney Hotstar has in India that they Netflix don't have it is live sports, said Neil Macker, a senior equity analyst at Morningstar. Their competitors are using the other things to hook viewers. To stand out, Netflix could partner with a wider range of players to found some way of creating more view value than just simply the streaming service itself, Macker added. Netflix has also had to contend with political headaches. In 2019, it blocked the episode of the comedy show Patriot Act in Saudi Arabia There was critical of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The decision, made in response to the legal request from officials, was a troubling compromise, Hastings told CNN. Last November, Netflix found itself in hot water in India. It became the subject of boycott calls and even police complaints after some politicians objected to the series A Suitable Boy, which featured the kissing scenes between Hindu and Muslim characters at a Hindu temple. The production was a BBC title acquired by Netflix. Asked how the film dealt with the demands for censorship, Peters pledged to support creative freedom. We don't have a particular agenda we're trying to push, he said. We are not looking to harm or insult any group of people, but we are working with a diverse set of creators. And those diverse set of creators have a wide set of perspectives. There's still one massive Asian market the company has been able to crack: mainland China. Netflix has tried to dip into the country before with a disappointing result. In 2016, the company told the shareholders that the local regulatory environment had become almost issue, though it still hoped to launch there eventually. The following year, it embarks on the largely fruitless licensing partnership with iQIYI, a Chinese streaming giant. Netflix's own service has never been able in mainland China. The effect wasn't that great, so we didn't continue the partnership anymore, iQIYI CEO Kong Yu later told CNBC in an interview. We've got no plans to launch there for the foreseeable future, said Peters. Really, we'll look at the opportunity outside of China. Even accounting for the company's success elsewhere in Asia, though, Peters said it can't afford to be complacent. There's nothing I'll say that I'm satisfied with. We have to consistently keep improving, he said. We are connected with a lot of people around the world, but it's not everybody, right? So we have more work to do.